There are certain moments in life and tech that feel like something big is about to change. And right now, that moment is happening between two of the biggest phone makers in the world, Apple and Samsung. More specifically, it's between Apple's rumored foldable iPhone, let's call it the iFlip 17, and Samsung's brand new Galaxy Z Fold 7. So let's break this all down and talk about what is really going on. Could Apple's iFlip 17 actually beat the Z Fold 7? Or is this just wishful thinking? Let's talk. Alright, here is what we do know. Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold 7, it is real. It's launching on July 25th, 2025, and people are already lining up, digitally at least, to pre-order it. It is thinner and lighter than before, and it's rocking a whopping 200 megapixels camera, which basically means it can capture every pore on your dog's nose. It also runs the latest Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy, so performance-wise, it is fast, smooth and powerful. This phone is clearly made for people who want their phone to be a phone, a tablet, a camera, and a mini computer all in one. And for all you tech nerds out there, it also supports stylus input with improved precision, something you content creators and power users will absolutely love and simp over. The inside display is more durable now. Samsung claims it can handle over 400,000 folds without damage, and that's a big leap in longevity. And to top it all off, it's got better cooling for gaming and longer battery life despite being thinner. In short, the Fold 7 is Samsung's best foldable yet, and they've earned that title with years of iteration and real feedback. And now let's move on to Apple. The iFlip 7 hasn't been officially announced, but rumors have been flying around for years. Most leaks say Apple's been working on foldable designs quietly behind the scenes, like a rat. And if those rumors are right, the iFlip 17 could come out in late 2026 or early 2027, and that's a long wait. By then, the Z Fold 7 or 8 will already be a year or two old. And yes, that delay matters a lot. But here is the thing. Apple does not usually try to be first. They are basically highly qualified rats. They wait, they watch, then they copy and try to be way better. That's their whole playbook. They did it with the iPhone, which wasn't the first smartphone. They did it with the Apple Watch, which wasn't their first smartwatch. And now they might be doing it with the foldables. So let's talk about the rumors. The iFlip 17 could have a 7.8-inch main screen, a 5.5-inch cover screen, and some kind of special liquid metal hinge that helps it fold without leaving that annoying crease in the middle. It might run on a brand new 2nm chip, possibly the 820, which could make it super efficient and powerful. That means better battery life, less overheating, and smoother multitasking. And let's not forget, Apple has the ecosystem. If you've got an iPad, a MacBook, and an Apple Watch, the iFlip will probably work with all of them perfectly, just like every other Apple product does. And then there is the legendary Apple software. iOS will likely get a foldable specific update that brings smart multitasking, fluid animations for opening and closing the phone, and new gestures. Think about features like app continuity that works every time you switch screens, or maybe widgets that expand when you unfold. Apple will bake in features that make the folding part feel necessary, not just a gimmick. But don't count Samsung out yet. They've been doing foldables since 2019. They have learned a lot and improved each and every single year. Z Fold is sleek, strong, and better than the ones before. Plus, Samsung is offering cheaper foldables now too, like the Z Flip 7 FE for $899. The Fold 7 itself starts at a whopping $2,000, while Apple's iFlip is rumored to cost between $2,000 and $2,500. And that's a lot of money. So will people really want to pay more just because it's Apple? That's a tough call. Some people are holding their big fat balls and waiting, especially the tech geeks. You can see it in the comments online. They are saying, I'll try a foldable if Apple makes one. And that's brand loyalty. But at the same time, others are done waiting. Some iPhone users are already switching to Samsung just to try foldables now. They want the big screen, the multitasking, the wow factor. And Samsung is giving them all that right now. Still, Apple has a special kind of power, the rat power. When they finally show the iFlip, it is going to be everywhere. It won't just be about the specs, it'll be about the experience, the marketing, the feeling. One good Apple ad with slow motion folding shots, a piano cover of a Queen song, and then boom! People will lose their minds. Influencers will be doing dramatic unboxing on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram. Tech reviewers will comparing crease depths like it's a science fair. And that's how Apple sells. And speaking of the crease down the middle, yes, the annoying crease, the fold in the middle of the screen, the line, the annoying line, Apple might be working on a way to get rid of it. If they actually solve that problem, they'll market it like a miracle, like Jesus walking on water, and suddenly every other foldable phone will look outdated. Also, Apple's going to add iOS features that are made just for folding. Stuff like a split screen you'll actually use, or FaceTime that works perfectly with the phone half folded, like a mini laptop. Apple always finds some clever trick that sounds like a gimmick until everyone starts using it and calling it essential. And then there is the design. Samsung's Z Fold phones are cool, no question about that. But Apple has that sleek, shiny, clean look like a supermodel that makes people say, wow, even if they don't need the phone. The iFlip will probably come in some new color like Space Titanium Universal Sparkle Silver or something ridiculous like that, and people will just buy it just for the color. Samsung's marketing is decent, but Apple's marketing? That's Hollywood level stuff. They make you feel like buying an iPhone is a lifestyle choice. They don't just show features, they show feelings. And that is powerful. So what does it all mean? Will the iFlip 17 completely obliterate and destroy the Z Fold 7? Probably not. At least, not directly. It's going to launch way later, and by then, Samsung will be working on the Fold 8 or 9 or 10 or even 11, who knows. But Apple entering the game changes the vibe. It tells the world that foldables are real now, that they matter, and that Apple is ready to lead, the top rat. It's not just about the Z Fold 7 losing sales, it is about Samsung losing their title as the foldable king. Once the rat Apple jumps in, everyone will be talking about foldables again, but they'll be talking about Apple's foldable, and that's how the game changes. Also, let's be brutally honest here. Foldables are still trying to find their place. Are they tablets? Are they better phones? Are they just fancy toys for the Ritz and the middle class who want to show they are Ritz? Apple might be the one to give them a clear identity. Once that happens, the rest of the industry will follow the big rat. And don't forget the long game. Apple doesn't just drop one product and then move on. They build ecosystems. If iFlip 17 sells well, we might see an iFlip SE, iFlip Pro Max, iFlip Pro Ultra Max, and maybe even an iFlip Universal Ultra. That would push Samsung even harder to innovate. So in conclusion, can the iFlip 17 kill the Z Fold 7? Nope. But can it kill the idea that Samsung is the leader in foldables? Oh yes, it definitely can. Anyway, that's it from me. Catch you in 2027 or 2028 or 2029 or even 2030. Who knows? Peace out.